A super senior with arthritis, Cushing's, no back teeth, hoof and conformation issues, and 3 decades of history behind him, Chase is one of our only horses who regularly wears a blanket in the winter months. Recently, as we were headed into a cold snap, I went out to get him all bundled up, but he said no. My first instinct was that the weather was impacting his body soreness and he didn't want the weight of the blanket on him. Since the cold was coming in slowly over a couple days and wasn't anything excessive, I respected his voice and we decided we'd try again tomorrow. In the meantime, I could take other steps to help ensure his comfort in the shifting weather. We made sure he had beet pulp in his meals, gave him warm mash, kept fresh hay and water available, and pain meds for any aches. The next day I tried again, still a firm no. At this point, I had a decision to make. I am responsible for this horse's health and well-being, but he is adamantly rejecting my help, and I do want to respect his voice as much as I can. Rather than puffing up my chest, slapping a halter on him, and hard-tying him to get the job done, I took a step back. How many times in my own life did people not only insist, but force upon me things they deemed best, but to me felt like torture, and my pleas for them to stop were ignored and bulldozed? It's for your own good holds a very dark energy when you've experienced it in that way. Instead of pushing what I believed was best on him, I reevaluated the situation to see how I could meet him in the space. I spent the day closely watching his behavior in the cool weather. Was he desperately seeking out spaces to avoid the wind and cold? Was he tense or shivering? Was his fur thin and flat? And much to my surprise, I observed the complete opposite. Chase actually seemed light, happy, and dare I say comfortable-ish. His coat had fluffed up beautifully, he was moving around well, hanging out with his pal Teddy, and showing no signs of needing the silly coat I'd been trying to force on him for the past 36 hours. Later that evening, I had to laugh in agreement when someone in class commented on how great he was looking. And this morning, when a snow squall hit, I found him just chilling like this, and I knew I'd made the right call on trusting his voice.